Okay, so the next thing that we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up making a little bit of a dimension for our door and for our windows. So this is just kind of like a crown molding, something that shows the depth of the wood that made the window and the door framing. So this side is not going to the vanishing point. I want you to really think about that. So if something is not going to your vanishing point, of course, this little part is above my horizon line. The only little part of the wood that you may see is this little frame here, and then you might see a little bit on the sides, but you're not going to see this here. Imagine yourself standing here, opening the door right there, and you're looking up, and just imagine what you would see right there. So what you've got to do is you've got to determine really the thickness of what you truly believe that that little frame would be for that window. I'm going to make a straight line here. You're just coming in just a little bit. And then what you're going to do on this little side is the same. You can line this up with a straight edge here, or you can go to the very edge of your paper, which I'm doing that here. And this side right here, we're going to make that the same. I'm just kind of erasing the little line that sort of carried over. This is just going to be a rectangle inside of a rectangle, if you can imagine that. And I'm trying to make it equal distance. You can measure, you know, if it's a tick mark or two one way or the other. Okay. And it's okay to go lighter and then come back a little bit heavier if you need to, just to make sure you're okay. So this is truly what needs to be seen right here, okay? Let me just adjust a little bit for y'all. All right, so the next thing, we're going to kind of do a little mirror image of it, but I do want you to think about the door here. Now, usually the framing for the windows and the doors, they're similar in nature. You can do them like that, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make just the molding around my door just a little bit thicker than that window. And if you look at this door space, it is pretty wide, really. If you didn't have this molding, it almost looks like it could be a double door right there. So I'm kind of going the opposite. You could start off here and frame it up there, and however you want to do it. So I'm doing either side here. Look at both of these sides. Make sure they look equal distance. If they don't, actually literally measure. Like you can put a mark here, all the things. You know yourself, if you don't eyeball things very well, then measure things out. You want it to look neat and equal in all those words. All right. So, it's a little crooked. If you have a crooked line, erase it. Even if you think that you're lining stuff up with the edge of your paper, sometimes you're not. That's better. That's better. Okay. So this is what I have so far for this little side. And we're going to talk a little bit about the side of our building and how we're going to end up doing that.